right, everybody. I appreciate you being here so much. I can't even tell you. It's just fabulous that this old chatty weird lady could have you guys' attention for more than 10 seconds. So I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi everybody, I'm Moody Boo and I am back with another house review. And this was a blind buy from Javoy. And it's a new house, a new perfume, a new everything. And this is Teisenddu by Frassai. It's weird having the label on the corner there. I don't know how I feel about that. It's really hard to show you. It's a nice bottle. It's a pretty basic bottle. And the cap and the cap is nice and tight. And honestly, when I first smelled this perfume, I thought it was kind of a leathery tobacco Christmas kind of a perfume. Now this was a slow burn for me. I didn't love it at first. I actually put it away for like a week and then revisited it. I've had it for a couple of months now. And every time I wear it, I love it more. I think part of the problem is testing what I consider to be a fall-winter perfume in the summer. Sometimes you're not giving that perfume its best shot. Sometimes you really need to wear it on the skin, use a sprayer if it's a spray perfume in its normal form, and wear it in the season that it's intended as well to really see if that perfume is for you. So I did not do that yet. It's still very warm here. It's getting very cool at night, but it's still in the 80s. It's going to be 90 tomorrow, and then down in the 40s and 50s at night. So we're still having that schizophrenic weather happening that is fall. Welcome to the PNW in the fall. This winter, I'm excited to wear it, but I'm still a bit dubious about a few things that I'm going to discuss. This, like I said, I thought at first was kind of a Christmassy, leathery tobacco perfume. And then I looked up the notes. And I was partially right and partially wrong. But it's always what you interpret. Perception is everything. And I wasn't sure if I liked it at first. But the more I wore it, the more I started to notice nuances about it that I was too quick to judge at the beginning, that I am very apt to do with blind buys. That's why I like to put them away for a while and come back to them if I'm not wowed by them right away. And so when I kept coming back to it about every week, I'd wear it maybe once. And then pretty soon I'm wearing it a couple times a week. The last few weeks it's been like, oh, I'm going to grab this one again. So Teisenddu is brown sugar, bitter orange, juniper, rum, leather, nutmeg, and mimosa. And this is not as powdery as it sounds like it would be. Not nearly. Now, when I first sprayed it, this one is kind of interesting the way it's worked for me. When I spray it is when I first notice it's like almost a gingerbread kind of a smell. That's why I get that Christmas. I think it's the nutmeg and the brown sugar and the orange and the juniper. I don't get a lot of boozy notes. They come into play a little more like in the mid part of the perfume. But at the top, it's just this Christmassy, almost gourmand, not quite, kind of in the vein of, what is it, 5 O'Clock Jean by Serge Lutens, or Eau de Beau by L'Occitane, in that vein. Not the same, but in that they're on the same island. And then when it dries down is when you get the leather and the mimosa and some of those boozy notes. And once the beginning of the perfume is starting to evolve. And that was the place that put me off the most, because I wanted more of that Christmassy stuff. That's what I wanted. But the more I wore it, the more I realized the Christmassy stuff is there. it's just sitting on a table that's covered with a leather tablecloth. And somebody slammed a bottle of rum down there and is sitting at that leather table eating some brown sugar, nutmeg, orangey Christmas cookies that have just been baked. And that's kind of what I get. And I really enjoy it because it's not like anything else I have in my collection, which I really appreciate. But it was a slow burn. I didn't love it at first. It wasn't that wow factor. Again, that's why I like to revisit a perfume. Walk away, come back, see how it feels then. And since I have a full bottle of it and I already paid for it, I just kept working with it. Now, I will say, I think some women, even though it's got that brown sugar, orangey, Christmassy cookie kind of a top, it's still not real sweet. It has a hint of tart to it too, from the bitter orange, I would presume. And I think a lot of females will feel like this is on the masculine side and may not be comfortable wearing it. I think it's completely unisex. I do think it is a tick or two on the masculine side of the scale, that unisex scale, right up and down, feminine here, masculine there, just maybe a tick. But I swear too, there are some woods in here, not just leather. Now I'm going by Fragrantica. We know how accurate they can be. But I swear I smell some woods. Oh, it really is growing on me. It's slightly sweet, slightly gourmand, very leathery, and it's not a super refined, super cured and like I said, refined kind of leather. It has a bit of edge on it. It's a little more on the suede leather, I think, than the Ferrari lambskin kind of leather. Earthy, leathery, slightly boozy, and once you hit the dry down, absolutely wonderful. It's not a desert island perfume, but I do wear it. I am glad I have it. It's not a statement maker, I don't think, because it's not really, I mean, a slow burns, most of the slow burns for me are not statement makers. If it's a slow burn for me, it's not a statement maker, because I will have an opinion one way or the other. I'm not usually on the fence if it's something that is either interesting, because it's really out of the realm of my possibilities. It's not something I would wear, but it's super different and really interesting. Stranger Sombre comes to mind. And it's not real gourmand. I don't think it's sexy. And that's another thing that I was trying to figure out with this is what kind of occasion. Now I test it here at home. I don't really wear it to work to test it, because it projects pretty good for the first couple hours. It does kind of come closer in to about elbow's length for another 2 or 3 hours, and then it's done by hour 6. So, but that is in hot weather. I haven't tried it in cool weather, like I said. As far as going out and partying with it, well, like I said, it's not a statement maker. It's not sexy. It's not an attractor, I don't think necessarily, but it is different. It's artistic. It's interesting. And it's not like anything else I have. Now, you may detect a little more of some notes and a little less of others than I do, and your whole perception of it could be completely different. So please use your nose and check it out on your own. Oh, so glad I get to see my hair guru in a couple of weeks. I need some serious help. I'm going to get a bunch of it cut off too. So, okay, so that was a review of a new house to me, Frassai, and I think I'm saying that right. And this is Teisenddu. All right, everybody, I appreciate you being here so much, I can't even tell you. It's just fabulous that this old chatty, weird lady could have you guys' attention for more than 10 seconds. So So I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And don't forget to like and subscribe and ring, ring, ring that bell and comment. If you want, if you don't, it's all good. I still love you. Use your own nose. Peace.